Lagrima is one of the most beautiful classical pieces for guitar. Composed by Francesco Tarrega in the late 1800s, this little treasure captures a world of emotion in just a few short moments. Tarrega wrote this piece during a time of personal longing, and you can really feel that in the music. With its gentle, flowing melody, Lagrima feels like a soft tear rolling down your cheek. The title itself means tear in Spanish, and each note seems to carry a drop of Tarrega's heartfelt emotion. In this video that follows my personal interpretation of the piece, we will break down this beautiful melody, diving deep into dynamics, tone, phrasing, and melodic contour. You need a classical guitar, but of course you can play this on an acoustic guitar. So I'm going to be using a classical guitar, nylon strings, and I have the guitar on my right leg. You should actually play it in a classical style, but that's kind of really difficult to make it work on video. And so I'm going to be using the more like folk-like approach with the guitar on my right leg. Lagrima is in the key of E major, and it opens up with a beautiful melody. For each note of the melody, we add a bass note. We have E major, F sharp minor, E major over G sharp, and a lovely B dominant 7th chord. For each note of the chord, we'll also alternate the 2nd open string. For the B7, we play the arpeggio like this. Now for this section, I like to use a crescendo, which is when the music gradually gets louder. Imagine turning up the volume on a radio slowly so that the sound becomes more and more increased. Now let's repeat the same idea. This time I'm going to be plucking the strings close to the bridge so I get a different tone, a brighter tone. And you will see that sometimes I like to break the chord, so instead of playing the notes simultaneously, we'll play the bass first and then the note on the 1st string. Now the next section is my favorite, but it's also one of the most challenging parts in the piece. So we have a C sharp minor chord, E major 7th, F sharp minor, and E major. And we're going to arpeggiate these chords. Make sure to highlight the notes of the melody. So make the 1st string louder than everything else. Now, a beautiful melody. A melody played with open strings and fretted notes. C sharp on the 4th string, E, F sharp on the 3rd string, and A on the 2nd string. E major, beautiful chord, I love it. F sharp major, and here we use a bar chord, but we're only playing 3 strings. B7th, and E major with a bass. Now following the A-A-B-B structure, we'll have to repeat this 1st section again, and here we're gonna add a lot of different things. For example, we're gonna break the chords way more often, like this. As you can see, for the E major and the E over G sharp, I was anticipating the note with the thumb. The second time I play this, I like to pause on this beautiful chord, let it ring out, before going to the B dominant 7th. Now let's keep going. Now the B section is a beautiful masterpiece. We go from E major to E minor, and the melody is so singable. Now let me play the example and then I'll break it down for you. So we open up with the E minor chord and this beautiful arpeggio. I like to play this with a quick roll of my fingers, so thumb, index, middle, and ring, instead of playing all the strings together. Now the melody is on the first string, then a B7th chord, again the same roll, and we finish with the E minor. And I love this phrase in thirds. So after you play the E, you're gonna be playing this beautiful melody in thirds. And it's important to understand how we wanna use our fingers here. I like to have 4 and 1, 2 and 0, and 4 and 1. But you could also use 4 and 2. Now, natural harmonic on the first string, fret 12, and this beautiful diminished arpeggio. We finish with the B major chord. The diminished chord, fret 7, 8, 9, 10, and B major. Phrase on the 4th string, and then my favorite part. A beautiful melody on the E string. Of course, we add the bass and the second open string. So bass on the A string and the melody. We finish with a bunch of chords. Now the B section is repeated again, so we have to add a different color to the same section. We're gonna start quite strong with quite a lot of volume. I like to play closer to the bridge so I get a brighter tone. Now in this case we're not playing the natural harmonic, we have the E on fret 12. And then the diminished arpeggio. We're gonna pause on this note, on this beautiful D. Let it ring out. Now move close to the sound hole. And play this phrase with the sweetest tone. In this case, we're creating a lot of contrast between the bright and powerful tone we've been using so far to a much more mellow and rounded tone. So So here you have it, a beautiful analysis of Lagrima by Francisco Tarrega. It's a beautiful piece. Take it step by step. I had students who actually went through the piece and learned it, even though they were beginner-ish. So really do it slowly, take it step by step, have fun playing this beautiful piece, enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you next time.